So I'd like to give some time to take questions, and so that we can capture it all for posterity, if you would come right up here where I'm standing, and I'll hand you the mic. Yes, go ahead.
Congressman Polis, you did an excellent job talking about the problem and talking about some solutions. But if, looking in your crystal ball, next year, 2 years from now, do you think it's going to change?
So let me just restate quickly the question. That you've done a great job in stating what the current situation is, and what is your prediction? Do you think it's going to change?
So it has to at some point. You know, I frequently at my town hall meetings say, is anybody here, and they go, you know, the Tea Party people and Boulder liberals and everybody in between, it says, anybody happy with our current immigration system? Not a single person raises their hand. I mean, nobody on the right, nobody on the left, nobody in the middle thinks we're doing everything great. Right? I mean, the presence of 15 million people here illegally doesn't, you know, rub those people the right way. We're not. It's a disaster. When will we fix it? Inevitably, we have to address it. But Congress likes to put things off. I try to raise and elevate this issue every day, demanding action. I think it's unlikely this current Congress will do it. It'll take presidential leadership, and I mean, we had that again from President Bush and President Obama, but we had it at the wrong time from them. So President Bush, he did it after he lost a lot of his political capital. He, you know, when he could have got it done if he was riding high, he was popular, you know, he was fighting the war on terrorism, and here's what we need. But he did it towards the end of his term. President Obama lost his political capital on health care reform. So he'd all battle health care reform, fight it out, you know, a year later he gets it passed, and he says, okay, let's do immigration. Well, your political capital's gone. So it's going to take a president mustering their political capital from this side, a Democrat or Republican, either way. They got to really make this a big drive and get the leaders from both parties together and say, let's do this. Because the only way it's going to happen is bipartisan. This isn't something the Democrats are going to do unilaterally. This isn't something the Republicans are going to do unilaterally. They've got to do it together. And that kind of leadership is just missing now in Congress and the national stage, because it's an issue that's too convenient to avoid for both parties, but it's the detriment of our country.
Can I be your campaign manager for president? You know, I've spent a lot of time in Washington, and just to be clear, there's no party that's right. There are pockets of each party that are insane about this issue. And I've had direct conversations with these people, and I just sit there and I shake my head. So it's really messed up right now.
Do you want to add anything, Brett?
I think these guys covered it.